What is the central theme of Pride and Prejudice?
The central theme is the conflict between individual desires and social expectations, especially in matters of marriage. Jane Austen explores how pride, prejudice, class, and misunderstanding affect human relationships.
How does Austen portray marriage in the novel?
Austen presents marriage as a social institution influenced by economics, class, and personal happiness. Through different couples, she critiques marriages based on convenience, Charlotte Collins, passion, Lydia Wickham, and ideal compatibility, Elizabeth Darcy.
Who is Elizabeth Bennet, and what defines her character?
Elizabeth is the intelligent, witty, and independent second daughter of the Bennet family. Her strength lies in her ability to think for herself, though she is sometimes misled by her own prejudices.
What is Mr. Darcy's main character flaw?
Darcy's primary flaw is pride, a sense of social superiority. However, he is also honourable and capable of growth, which makes him one of literature's most complex heroes.
Why does Darcy initially insult Elizabeth at the Meryton ball?
Darcy refuses to dance with Elizabeth, saying she is not handsome enough to tempt me. This moment establishes the novel's key conflict and ignites Elizabeth's prejudice against him.
How does Austen use irony in the novel?
Austen's writing is rich in verbal and situational irony. The very first line, "It is a truth universally acknowledged," is ironic, humorously criticizing society's obsession with marriage.
What is the significance of the first sentence of the novel?
The opening line introduces the themes of marriage, money, and societal expectations. It also sets Austen's witty, humorous tone.
Why does Elizabeth reject Mr. Collins's marriage proposal?
Elizabeth refuses Mr. Collins because his proposal is insincere and self-serving. She values personal happiness and refuses to marry for financial stability alone.
What does Mr. Collins represent?
Collins represents blind obedience to authority, social climbing, and the absurdity of marrying solely for security.
Why is Elizabeth shocked by Darcy's first proposal?
Darcy confesses his love, but also insults her family and social class. Elizabeth rejects him because of his arrogance, his role in separating Jane and Bingley, and her belief that he wronged Wickham.
What role does Wickham play in the novel?
Wickham is charming but deceitful. He symbolizes the danger of judging by appearances, as Elizabeth's initial admiration leads her to serious misjudgment.
How does Darcy redeem himself after the first proposal?
Darcy writes a letter explaining his actions regarding Wickham and Jane, revealing his honesty and vulnerability. This letter is a turning point for both characters.
What is the significance of Pemberley?
Darcy's estate symbolizes his true character, tasteful, disciplined, and generous. Elizabeth's visit to Pemberley marks her growing admiration and softening prejudice.
How does Lydia's elopement affect the Bennet family?
Lydia's reckless behavior threatens the family's reputation, showing the fragility of social respect. Her elopement also underscores Austen's critique of irresponsible parenting.
Why does Darcy help arrange Lydia and Wickham's marriage?
Darcy acts out of love and responsibility. His intervention shows humility, generosity, and moral growth, qualities Elizabeth admires.
What does Elizabeth learn by the end of the novel?
Elizabeth learns to overcome her prejudice and accept her own mistakes. Her character development is central to the novel's message about self-awareness.
What does Darcy learn?
Darcy learns humility and emotional openness. His transformation reflects Austen's belief that true love requires personal growth.
How does Austen portray social class?
Austen critiques the rigid class hierarchy that limits freedom and distorts relationships. Characters like Lady Catherine represent the arrogance of the aristocracy.
Why is Lady Catherine important to the story?
Lady Catherine serves as a symbol of class prejudice. Her attempt to stop Elizabeth's engagement ironically strengthens Elizabeth and Darcy's bond.
Describe Jane Bennet's character.
Jane is gentle, kind, and optimistic. She represents ideal femininity, but also the dangers of being overly trusting.
How are Elizabeth and Jane different?
Elizabeth is analytical and witty, while Jane is innocent and forgiving. Their contrasting personalities highlight Austen's exploration of judgment and perception.
How does Austen criticize gender roles?
The novel exposes how women are financially dependent on marriage. Through Elizabeth, Austen challenges the idea that women exist only for domestic duty.
What role does Mr. Bennet play in the story?
Mr. Bennet is humorous but irresponsible. His detachment from family matters contributes to Lydia's behavior and the family's vulnerability.
What are Elizabeth's main prejudices?
She misjudges Darcy due to his pride and Wickham due to his charm. Austen shows how appearances can be misleading.
Why is the relationship between Darcy and Elizabeth ideal?
Their love is based on mutual respect, personal growth, and emotional honesty, ideal principles of a strong partnership.
What is the main conflict in the novel?
The central conflict is the clash between pride and prejudice, which prevents Elizabeth and Darcy from understanding each other.
How does the novel critique economic dependence?
Through characters like Charlotte and Mrs. Bennet, Austen reveals how women's lack of economic freedom forces them into marriages of convenience.
What is the significance of Charlotte marrying Mr. Collins?
Charlotte's marriage highlights the harsh realities women face. She marries for security, not love, contrasting Elizabeth's ideals.
What is the tone of the novel?
The tone is witty, satirical, and insightful. Austen humorously critiques society while celebrating love and individual growth.
How is the theme of reputation explored?
Reputation determines social standing. Characters like Lydia endanger their families, while Darcy's reputation shifts as Elizabeth gains deeper understanding.
What is Austen's ultimate message?
Austen suggests that true love and happiness come from self-awareness, mutual respect, and overcoming pride and prejudice. Growth and humility make relationships genuine.
Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please support the channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing it with other literature students. Your support helps us create more high-quality study guides and explanations. See you in the next video.